Good morning, children. So here we are with our Tuesday's video. Sorry, we couldn't have a live session yesterday, but no problem. But till now, what we have completed, the important concepts is we completed what are fractions, how we are supposed to write fractions, what is the numerator, what is the denominator. Then in fractions, we did types of fractions, the proper fraction, improper fraction, and the mixed fraction. And finding out the fraction of a whole. The last concept, the Saturday's video, if you remember, finding the fraction of a whole, right? So these concepts we have already finished. Even group, the fractions, the whole is in terms of group or a single whole. That also I did it with you. Okay, and even converting from improper to mixed and from mixed to improper. So all these concepts are done. Now the next concept that we have, even we did equivalent fractions. I have not written all the names here because the list will go on. And we have started with our exercises during the live session. Okay, children? So now here we are going to do with the operations on fractions. Now you know what are the four basic operations: plus, minus or addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now usually whenever we start with the types of operations on certain type of numbers, we first start with addition, then subtraction, then multiplication, then division. This time I'm going a bit other side, and I'm going to start with the operation on fractions, that is division. Okay. Now here the first type of division is dividing a whole number by fractions. Dividing a whole number by fractions. आपके पास 9 as a whole number है and उसको 6/5 parts में आपको divide करना है. Basically what you are going to do, just consider a block in front of you, 9 blocks in front of you, okay, and each block, okay, you have to divide into 6/5. Now if you see 6/5 is also improper fraction. It is basically what? 1/5. Okay, so you have to take 1/5 fractions of 9. Okay, you have to take 1/5 fractions of 9. Now let's move the other type of division, that is 2/3 divided by 4. 2/3 divided by 4, which means a fraction. You already have a fraction which is divided into 3 parts, and then again I am asking you to divide it into 4 parts. Isn't that a bit different? Already a fraction is there which is divided into 3 parts, and I have taken 2 parts of it, and now I am telling you to divide it into 4 parts. How is that possible? We'll see. Just one second. Sorry for that, children. The next type of division that we have is a fraction divided by fraction. A fraction divided by fraction. Just avoid this, skip these, keep, change, flip. I'll come back to this again. So 3 type of fractions we did. 3 types of division we are going to learn. That is a whole number being divided into fractions. A fraction divided by a whole number, and a fraction divided by fraction. Now, here I will show you the example. Like in the last one we just saw, 2/3 is there, means already one whole is there. which is divided into 3 parts. I have taken 2 of it, and then I'm telling you to divide 4, right? By 4. What exactly I'm doing there? Now, the simplest way to show you is this example. That is, suppose there is a circular waffle with me, and I divide it into 2 equal halves. 1 by 2 is half, okay? And then I'm telling you to divide it into 6 equal parts. Division, you know, it means dividing into 6 equal parts. So, divide into 6 equal parts, मतलब आपने जो 2 half equal part किए हैं, हर एक पार्ट को 6 equal part में आप divide करेंगे. So if you see here, and total how many parts you got? You got 12. 6 into 2 is 12, right? So I got ये half में 6 किया, वो half में 6 किया. I got 12 equal parts. You can clearly pause here the video and look, keep staring at the image and you will understand. Now let's look at the next part. Okay. The first basic concept, whether you are dividing a fraction by a whole number or a whole number by a fraction or a fraction by fraction, there is one thing that you have to keep in mind is keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. Again, I'm repeating, keep, change, flip. The first number in the division process is called as the dividend, which you are going to keep as it is. The second is the operation, that is the division sign. You are going to change it as multiplication. The next number, that is called as the divisor. You are going to flip it, ulta pulta. The denominator becomes the numerator and the numerator becomes the denominator. Whatever you are doing, whether the whole number, whether the fraction, children, it really doesn't matter, because a whole number can also be written as a, if I have a whole number just as 2, you know, as a fraction you can write it as 2 by 1, right? You know, you can do it. So a whole number can also be written as a fraction. So this rule is going to remain same for all. Keep, change, flip. Keep is the dividend. The first number is your dividend. It's going to remain as it is. The division sign is going to get changed to a multiplication sign. And your divisor is going to get flipped. The numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator. Let's see example. Here, suppose I have example that is a whole number being divided into 3 by 4 parts. Okay, so 3 is the whole number. See the whole number which is divided by fraction 3 by 4. So what are we going to do here? What did I teach you? Keep. Okay, I'm going to keep this. Change. I'm going to change this and I'm going to flip this. Okay, so I'm going to make it 4 by 3. Also, you know that 3 can be written as a fraction as 3 by 1. So 3 by 1 into 4 by 3. Can you see what exactly I have done here? 3 by 1, keep, मल्टीप्लिकेशन साइन आ गया डिवीजन की जगह पे, और 3 by 4, 4 by 3 हो गया चेंज. K C flip. KCF. How does it make? KFC नहीं है, KCF है थोड़ा सा. So I think you remember it as keep, change, flip. That will be better. Okay. So what are we going to do now? There is multiplication. There is a multiplication sign here. You can directly do the cancellations. 3 into 1 into 3 into 1 is 3. So 1 into 1. I have told you in multiplication, numerators are to be multiplied by numerators and denominators by denominators. When did we learn this? While doing the equivalent fractions. Okay, while doing the equivalent fractions, we did this, that the numerator to be multiplied by numerator, denominator by denominator. Here also, when we are doing it, you can do the direct multiplication as I'm saying numerator by the numerator. So 3 into 4, which gives you 12, and the denominator is 1 into 3, and thus I get the answer to be thoda sa typing gets difficult with this annotations. So the answer I get is 12 by, that pen itself is good, by 3. Because 3 into 4 is 12. This is the answer. And now you're going to get the reduced or the simplest or the lowest term. And when I do that, I know 3 into 1 is 3 and 3 into 4 is 12. So answer is the whole number 4. Okay, so the answer is the whole number 4. I hope you all understood this. We are going to see more examples. Dividing fractions. Example 1, example 2 of keep, change and flip. 2 by 9 divided by 1 by 3. The next example is 5 divided by 2 by 3. Now children, pause the video and immediately write it down how you are going to do keep, change, flip. How you are going to do keep, change, flip. Do it in your fair copy. Take a pause. Recall what I did in previous slide. Keep, change, and flip. That means this will become 3 by 1. This can also be written as 5 by 1. Keep, change, and flip. That means 3 by 2. Please find out the answer and keep it ready for tomorrow's live session. I'm going to ask you. Let's see one more example in this. That is 5 divided by 30 by 36. 5 divided by 30 by 36. The same rule follows here. Keep, change, and flip. It becomes 36 by 30. Now children, when we are in multiplication sign, please remember either you multiply the numerator by the numerator and the denominator by denominator and then give the answer in the reduced form, or the cancellations are possible in any way. मतलब कोई भी डिनोमिनेटर न्यूमरेटर के बीच में कैंसिलेशन हो सकता है. न्यूमरेटर न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर डिनोमिनेटर के बीच में नहीं. कोई भी न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर के बीच में, ये न्यूमरेटर यहाँ का है, ये डिनोमिनेटर इसका है, लेकिन बिकॉज देर इज अ मल्टीप्लीकेशन साइन यू कैन डू द कैंसिलेशन. 5 into 1 is 5 and 5 into 30 is, sorry, 5 into 6 is 30. 1 into 1 and then again 6 into 1 is 6 and 6 into 6 is 36. So what I'm trying to say कि किसी का भी न्यूमरेटर और किसी का भी डिनोमिनेटर आपस में कैंसिलेशंस कर सकते हैं, डिविजन कर सकते हैं. न्यूमरेटर न्यूमरेटर नहीं, डिनोमिनेटर डिनोमिनेटर नहीं. इस तरह का कैंसलेशन यानी डिविजन, कैंसलेशन का मतलब डिविजन हो सकता है. और यू कैन डू समथिंग एल्स. 5 into 36 आप मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, अपॉन 30 कर दो, एंड उसके बाद यू रिड्यूस इट. बट देर आर चांसेस ऑफ एरर्स देर. It's better you do the simplest thing, division, the simplest divisions earlier stage. Let's see one more example, or we'll see this again. One more thing you can do it. 5 into 30 is, sorry, 5 into 6 is 30. And no, sorry, I'm sorry. It will make it more complicated. I'll leave this part. Let's leave this. Let's not complicate it. So as I said, keep, change, and flip. And cancellations part I want to repeat. 5 multiplied by 1 is 5. 5 multiplied by 6 is 30. Again, 6 multiplied by 1 is 6. And 6 into 6 is 36. Now multiply your numerators because there is no more common factors between the two. Remember the equivalent fraction in the reduced form, and the answer that you get is 6 upon 1, which is equivalent to 6. Okay, children? We will see the previous one also here. Keep, multiply, flip. अब कॉमन फैक्टर्स किधर है? आपने मल्टीपल्स एंड फैक्टर्स चैप्टर कर लिया है. 3 into 3 is 9. 3 into 2 is 6. अब कुछ कॉमन बचा क्या न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर्स में? नहीं. So multiply the numerator to numerator, multiply denominator to denominator, and then it is 15 by 2. Let's see one more. Keep, change, flip. This will become 1 by 4 because 4 can be written as 4 by 1. So this I have kept it 2 by 3. If you want, you do the multiplication first, or if you want, you do the cancellation first. I always believe in cancellations, and I always try to teach us write it from start. So 2 into 1 is 2, and 3 into 2 is 6. Okay, children. So here I'm stopping my video. I will do it, practice it more during the live session with the examples and the exercises given in the textbook. But please, I'll suggest you watch this video at least twice so that there is a clarity, and keep, change, and flip. Do not forget these 3 terms. Keep your doubts ready for tomorrow's live session, children, and we are going to practice few exercises. Thank you.